you doing here? And welcome to my vlog. And this is altitude. This is like the third video on the unboxing of DJI Mavic. The first one was getting it out of the box and getting the setting up for battery charge and the controller getting it charged. Second one was getting it back, getting the battery in it, and getting it ready for setting up the app and getting it to respond. So that's where I'm right now. I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to the Gear 360. My goal is to get it so it's getting ready to respond and I can get it to lift off. Alright, now we just switched over to the Gear 360 camera, front or rear view. And make sure you check that gear before you use it, especially if you're new to it, because it will trick you every time. So here we go. Here's the Mavic in its case. Get your lens and gimbal protector. Not gonna need that right now. So I'm gonna pull that out. Well, I probably better. Squeeze it, comes out. Keep that stuff handy. Squeeze this and pull it down. And very carefully. That would be the worst thing you can do is the squeeze thing. Come on. Oh. Oh, okay. There we go. Actually pull it straight down. Kind of locks in there. Okay, takes care of that. Man, it's a whole lot. Real quick example. The camera on the Phantom and the camera on the Mavic and something. Look at the size. Look at the size. That camera is no bigger than the motor. One of the gimbal motor. One of the gimbal motors. Holy cow! Yeah. Actually, there's a good view. The camera's even smaller than the gimbal motor. Jeez. All right. There we go. All right, and what you want to do is make sure you put your front blades out first, because if you don't, you're not going to get them out. And then you put your rear blades out second. There you go. And you can, if you want to put your blades out, you can, but the minute they start to spin, they'll spread. So I'm going to leave that like it is. And main concentration, I guess, is doing the controller today. Now that I've got the only problem is with this, I'm gonna have to take it out of its case every time I want to use it, and then it'll slide in, because of course it's not gonna fit in. It's not gonna plug in with the case, with my case on it. Of course, with the Phantom, I would normally use Phantom, you'd normally use the mini iPad. So you've got a big difference in controllers. And of course, here's the Phantom's controller, and there's your there's the Mavic controller. Big difference, even with it completely unfolded and installing the phone in it. It's still nowhere near the size of the Phantom collection of controllers. And oh, by the way, I added the HDMI module to this. There's a video on it, and you can take the HDMI cable and plug it into the DJI goggles, or any goggles, Shark for instance, that have HDMI compatibility. And also I'm told that the DJI goggles, you can hook into anything that does have HDMI, any games or your computer or anything of that nature as well. So that's going to be that'll be a whole new video on that. And this is one major reason that I did get the Mavic. As you can see, here's the Pro without the camera. What I did is I rigged the original gimbal with your shock absorbers, so I can actually hook the 360 to the bottom of it and get 360 video until I decide whether I'm going to go ahead and buy a Phantom 4K, which is basically a Phantom 3 standard, but it has the 4K camera on it, and you can get those for $400 or $500 now. So and a new camera alone, a brand new one, will run you about $350. So why not get a whole drone and then just be able to swap the cameras out, or leave one. In my case, I do the 360, so I use one with 360 and the other one. The only difference is you can't do first-person view while you're flying if you got the 360 without the 4K camera. All right, so where am I? We are. Oh, okay. I need to get the app. So let's see the hand. There we go. This is where I'm at. I need to get the app. One of the books here has got an app with there it is. In your handbook, you're going to have a app screen. Now, I can't remember if I've updated. I got my code reader. You get an app for a code reader. I don't have. No, I didn't do it yet. Okay. I do have the DJI. Actually, I've got the drone VR app. So when I was flying the Phantom, that was an app that I could use just standard goggles with. It's okay, but sometimes it doesn't want to hook up. And you're out there and you want to fly, and all of a sudden you just can't get it to hook up. That's going to be the nice thing about the DJI with the HDMIs, because you're direct cable into your controller. I did not update. What you got to have for the Mavic is the DJI Go for the Phantom 4 app. So let's see. Hit my code reader app. Okay, we're up. Now here we go. Let's put that right in the box. See, we'll come back around. Whoop, there it is. There it is. We're there. Open in browser the DJI Mavic portal. All right, there we go. Let's see. And let's see. Click on download, I believe. Yep. Document manuals. Get all the manuals. Notes for 919. User's manual. User manual. Quick start. Basically, these are the manuals that are in here. App live view. Acquire so and so later. Yep. Okay. And let's see. Download. It says download in iOS, which is your Apple, or download in Android. And we will download in Android. And okay. We have this type of file can harm your device. Do you want to keep the DJI source of vision? Anyway. Okay. Okay. Right now we'll autofocus on cameras. Got a bunch of. What's the main difference between Mavic and the Phantom 4? Okay, let's see. Here's your tutorial. Actually got tutorial. If you want to buy a Pro, you just punch buy now. What? Let's see. Just for the heck of it. Right in there, free shipping. And we are going. They'll sell it to you for $9,999 and free shipping. Or you know, if you go through a firm, which is what I did with this, you can get it as low as, depending on what your credit score was, you can get it as low as $167 a month. I did it for this one here with the goggles, and it's costing me $14 a month. And that comes out to about $10 a month in interest. So, and I went with the refurbished. So it was cheaper for me, and that's the way I dealt on wanted to do it. So if you want to go with you can go with the combos, an extra battery, more quick release. A new controller will cost you $299. A new battery is $89. And so there you go. No bumps and scrapes. The thing with this is, as long as it's flying forward, you got your sensors. You're not going to run into anything going forward. If you're going sideways, maybe. If you're going backwards, you're definitely going to run into something. Should I say, you're definitely going to run into something. I mean, it's not going to keep you from hitting it. Okay, it'll only keep you from hitting something if you're going forward. So be very aware of that. And unfortunately, you're going to crash it. I have no doubt that you're going to crash it. That's just the way. That's just the way it is in this. I wouldn't say industry, but in this hobby. If you have a drone, you are going to crash it. So it's just the way it's going to be. No matter how well they design it, unless they make it so it's got 360 degrees. you're going to crash it. In this case, they will replace it as long as you get the insurance. Was $99. They will replace it 2 times. First time, it's going to cost you $125. Next time, it's going to cost you $97. So, and of course, it's you gotta have the parts. Some parts you gotta have proof that you actually have it. If somebody steals it, you're out of luck. Okay, like I said, bumps and scrapes. When you know what's in front of you, you won't bang into it. The same is true of the Mavic. Using the flight autonomy, it can see objects as far away as 50 feet, 49 feet in front, so that it can fly at up to 22 miles an hour, because 22 miles an hour, you still, even if it decides to stop immediately, it's still gonna drift. Okay. 22 miles an hour, while avoiding the things it sees. So again, that's the main word, in front. Okay. Absolute precision, flight autonomy technology means the Mavic can hover precisely in more environments and automatically land almost exactly where it took off from. 27 minutes, of course, on the battery, like they advertise. Uses every single pixel. Mavic is the only drone of its size to carry an integrated high precision 3-axis mechanical camera stabilization system, giving you crystal clear photos and smooth video without losing a single pixel. And that gives a breakdown.